Well, folks, we are now into the second half of the mini-series, as far as we knew at the time. This is Legend of Korra, Book 1 Air, Chapter 7, The Aftermath. So, where do you go after, sadly now, pro-bending is gone? Well, let's find out, shall we?
Let's
Start at the intro, and 3, 2, 1, click. You know the sad thing, though, is that we won't get to hear Jeff Bennett as the announcer guy anymore for a while.
Oh.
Well, we do have the recaps.
True, yeah, it's just... I wish they could have inducted his character into other stuff that wasn't pro-bending. Also, yeah, bad news, guys. Pro-bending is no more for this show.
Yeah.
Well, this season, anyway. Oh, never mind.
Actually,
Tarlock does this one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Such amazing acting.
So, if I have to guess, the Mr. Waterbender Gaston made this move previously and accepted, the Metal Benders police force for this event, pretty much knowing they would have failed, so now he can destitute them or something.
Something like that.
Of course.
Yeah, for a second, I thought she was in a
Oh.
race or something.
You guys lived at the pro-bending
Yes.
arena? Jesus.
Yes, we had some good memories that the audience will never get to see.
But it's okay, though. They can come and live at Air Temple Island.
That's nice, I guess. But
But here's the thing. Asami already invited them to live in their giant mansion.
a mansion sounds like a downgrade from an island. One building versus a giant hunk of land. Where would you go?
It's a giant mansion.
Yeah, but you could build a bigger mansion on the land that you own.
That would cost
Don't
money.
use the panda.
Oh.
Aw. Okay, then. It'll be fun.
Oh, crows. Lizard crows.
Yeah.
Speaking of, this is the fucking police.
Propaganda posters. Oh.
And wow, oh my god.
Uh-oh.
More Infinity
Oh,
Corps.
snap.
Seriously?
The Cabbage
We're
Corp.
shutting down Cabbage Corp.
It was actually in cahoots with the non-benders.
How could you, Cabbage Guy?
Wait. Oh, look at that. A statue of the Cabbage Merchant. Wait, this bit. It's his descendant.
Yeah.
To be fair, yeah, they
Wait for
probably
it.
set them up.
No.
Okay, that's one of the best jokes of the series.
Yeah.
The end of the cabbages.
Cabbage Corp! I gotta say, that family is that family
Doomed.
cursed?
Oh, hello.
That's the jerk bender, who's, well,
Yeah, who was being depraved of his band.
You know, when you say jerk bender, Jova, I keep thinking that their skill is bending beef jerky or
and
something.
it's permanent.
Yep.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden we're buddies now.
Well, desperation brings out necessities.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
I'm not expecting Korra to be nice to him, but at least it's a step in the right direction.
A jab at the
Hey.
movie.
Well, so far this show's not even all that much better than the movie, so you
I
kind of.
disagreed with, honestly.
And...
I had much more entertaining
I said-
moments than
I
with the
didn't.
movie.
I didn't say it was worse or.
Oh, Jesus.
So far, it's kind of just as boring.
Again, I disagree, honestly. I don't think it's that spectacular, but at the very least I had moments to enjoy.
Oops.
That's another problem though, too. It shouldn't be just some moments. It should be the entire thing, like the original series.
Poor Panda.
Again, ignoring the Great Divide, like everyone does.
That was one episode.
Welcome to the best
Ooh.
cleaning service ever.
Aw, floof.
We even clean animals.
Poor Butler, come on.
Yeah. Oh. Go-karting!
Kart racing.
Sweet.
Formula One racing.
Heck, well,
So, which begs the question, why the fuck wasn't a vehicle from this included in Nickelodeon Kart Racers?
I mean, okay, to be fair, her father is the one who created the car.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nickelodeon's car. No, that's horrible.
We
Woo!
So, what's this episode called again, Jova?
the aftermath.
So,
We're dealing
yeah,
with
oh,
the
yeah,
fallout.
oh yeah, the after. It's not, doesn't seem all that bad. I mean, we get an epic, we get a car thing. I'm imagining it's like Top Gear now. Tonight, Korra rides a car, Asami rides a car, and what's his name spins out. Do.
My big problem is that while it is true that Zami's giving Korra some fun with this thing as well, I kind of wish the show would actually, flesh out her character more. Because so far she's just kind of here. When did she ever give you the impression that she's prissy? Just whatever.
That's right.
Oh, there's an emergency.
Judgmental, aren't you, Korra?
Oh, beat bathroom break.
Avatar, the Legend of the Bathroom.
Just use the free conch shell.
Well, this is a Nickelodeon show, so
Wait for it.
What?
Oh, God!
I think I might be a bit behind actually. I must have pressed something. Shuri, what time are you at?
I think... Yeah.
Hmm? Oh no.
Dun dun dun.
8:30, 8:31, 32.
Yeah, I remember.
Baby
Baby
Ben.
Ben? Oh no, not the
Babies.
children.
Ooh.
Oh.
The Agni Kai Triad.
Oh yeah, Pedro.
Yes.
I was looking at the cast list for this show, and guess who's gonna be in season 2?
Who?
Dr. Cuddy's actress.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Lisa Edelstein. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Cuddy from House too.
Oh. Okay.
The Dean of Medicine.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about this. Like with the original show, they do manage to get in an all-star cast. Of course, Asami doesn't believe it.
So basically, Korra, your plan is to just come here without anything any proof and just say this out loud. Like, shouldn't you think of getting
Oopsie.
proof of this?
I'm once again, I'm more baffled about the fact that the actual adults are acting equally responsible.
Okay. In regards to adults, he does have a motive and reason. They're just giving him follow-up questions to figure it out. It's protocol.
Sure.
Nope, it is fine. There is absolutely nothing there that will incriminate.
Well,
Let me guess.
that's fair.
So, what's this guy's problem? He's been selling dodgy cabbages.
Well, he did say they're welcome to search them all, so might as well.
But please don't damage the boxes. I spent a lot of money.
Oh boy. No evidence so far. Awkward.
Yeah. But again, you haven't got any proof. So for now, I mean, you could be done for perjury.
Can we please not make this about the love triangle, please?
Yeah, there are more important things.
Okay, on the one hand, I get Mako being mad, but saying that their friendship is over if she continues the suspicions, okay, that's a bit far. I mean, Korra does have every good reason to be suspicious, all things considered.
Seriously?
Uh-oh. Oh! Somebody left something.
It could be a trap.
Nah.
Or some intel.
You think?
Yeah, I get the feeling this is a trap.
Why is it always midnight?
It's theatrical.
Because that's when the spell is broken. I don't.
Me. I think I heard this voice before. Check.
Oh yeah, he's got a seed
Oh?
factory. Well, he managed to keep an entire factory underneath that mansion. It's
It's secret. Oh, snap.
Dun dun. Oh wait, sorry, I did it already.
The show did it for you.
True.
Not to mention, it's just one person's witness. Is that really enough evidence to raid someone's home?
The
Yeah.
deal
apparently
is...
yes.
I don't think that's. Whatever. Fine.
FBI,
Ow.
open up!
You're really... Okay, I can get maybe just arriving, but bursting the door down?
Don't you know how to knock, Beifong?
Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back and knock.
Oh, he has a
Sounds
workshop
like knock, I
behind the
guess.
house. Interesting.
Men.
Also, Pedro,
or-
when it comes to raiding stuff like this, they actually don't need to knock. They can just barge right in.
Yep.
True.
Now
but
she's
they still-
using scanning
Ah.
abilities.
Okay,
I'll
speaking
grant you
of
that, but
scanning
I still
abilities,
I'll grant you that, Shira, but I
Ooh,
still
what
don't
the
think
hell?
one person's witness.
there's one trick that only a
scanning.
Beifong knows. The sonar technique.
One person's testimony, sorry, is not enough. There has to be something more substantial proof before we.
Oh, look at that.
Okay,
There
we
is a
turn out-
tunnel.
There is, yes, but that's still whatever. Moving on.
I mean, it pretty much does match up with what the guy claimed.
Yes,
It
there
did.
is.
It did. I'm not saying it didn't. It's just that I still think they should have asked for more evidence before they did this.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah. So you three don't freaking move.
Do we know, Java? Do we know how that informant was called?
Okay, let's just say to you, you'll find out soon enough.
Well,
I mean,
no,
at
it
least
was
stuff's
just to
happened.
hold on. It was just to cross-referencing for the voice actor IMDb.
No, we don't know his name yet.
Oh, okay.
I mean, at least stuff's happening in this episode. So.
Oh yeah, it is. I guess it's just about making Hiroshi Sato, the guy
It's
who's
because-
otherwise
well, there's-
been nice, a bad guy. Sure, I
Well,
guess
this
it's
is because we don't have probe ending anymore, so the plot is actually allowed to move forward this time.
Oh, shit.
Well, snap.
Nothing suspicious here at all.
Giant fish tank diving
Excellent.
suits. I'm right here.
Some of, I
Oh.
think... Oh, shit.
Surprise!
Oof. Rugby tackle him.
Ha. Earthbending and firebending.
Oh.
But it's my father that's involved, you insensitive bastard. Why? It's her father. But let her find out.
You can be arrested for this.
Is there any rational explanation? I guess not.
Sorry, you coming with us might flesh out your character. We can't have that.
Hey, you're
Wait.
not coming with us, despite the fact that earlier you established that you were perfectly capable
Oh, wait,
of
this
taking
bitch.
care of yourself.
By the way, she can't metal bend because now it's platinum. Gee,
But
it's almost
platinum is some metal.
it's almost like metal bending doesn't exist anymore. Oh,
Yeah,
this bitch.
platinum is a metal. I'm
What?
sorry.
Well, apparently.
turned out to be.
Wait, listen.
Yeah, I thought so. It was a trap.
A little more equal. Get it? Get it?
Yep, it turns out that, okay, here's the stupid thing. Hiroshi Sato would have gotten clean away with this stuff. How does he get caught? He himself placed an anonymous tip so that they could find him. Just gonna say this right now, if he hadn't done this, the Equalist would have won.
Yeah, let's just say this is going to turn out to be really stupid in hindsight.
And okay, let's get back to that power keep problem. Okay, so the reason that you can't metal bend platinum is because it's so pure a metal, seeing as how most metals still have
Shouldn't
earth in
that
them.
make it more easy than to bending?
Well,
it?
okay. To be fair to you, the reason Toph was able to bend the metal was because of the impurities within the metal, you know, the parts
Yeah,
that are
no,
still
that's
earth.
actually my logic. If the metal is actually pure, it should, on a molecular level, it should be actually easier to flow to bend it.
Here's the
It's
issue.
the same logic in why Full Metal Alchemist you're able to create a pure diamond-like armor using carbon, because it's the same atom structure.
I don't know, that's just the show's logic, but notice an issue here, again, with, you know, the power creep here. Okay, so more people can metal bend, so of course you gotta come up with a way to stop metal bending, so you just include platinum. It's not like we could have done something like, oh, I don't know, plastic, you know, kind of like what X-Men, a show in the 90s did against Magneto in the 90s.
To be fair, it doesn't say that in this age they haven't invented proper plastic yet.
Fair enough, but again, like you yourself have pointed out, trying to use platinum kind of feels cheap.
How about
know
a
what-
firewall? Well,
You know
not to be
what's
fair, Coronel was firebending. Yeah. And
what's
why
also-
are you exiting the mech suit now?
Because he's
Exactly.
got them.
Well, just squash. Well, okay, this is being a stupidity 101.
I actually have no idea. Oh, a
you know
test
another
run.
thing?
How convenient.
You know another thing that they could have done instead, Jova, in order to avoid that stupidity that you just mentioned about the Equalist would have won if he wouldn't do this. Instead of it wouldn't be much more interesting if they pulled the miracle mask and instead have him make it look like he's going to become a bad guy, but then turns out he wasn't all along, a subversion of this cliche.
I actually thought they were going to do it with Hiroshi Sato.
Wouldn't that have been much more interesting than just this? Honestly.
Well, at Pedro, they kind of do try and do that, but not with Hiroshi Sato. You remember that other detail.
No, but we're talking about this one in particular, though.
But yeah, I agree. Because, we can't just have a character be nice. It's gotta be a cover-up. Don't you get it? Because Firebender's killed his wife.
Muggle power.
Oops.
Dun dun dun.
So the inventor of the car was secretly
I'm afraid you
evil.
have to die.
They make me sick
Let's
the
bend
way
these
they bend the elements.
So they took away his wife. Okay.
So what will Asami do now?
You
She'll snap her
know-
finger
Really?
at the gauntlets.
Join me, Azami, and I will complete your trading.
Oh, and okay.
Snap your fingers quickly.
What? What'll that do?
It's the Infinity Gauntlet, Jova.
Oh, yeah, true.
But she doesn't have any of the stones.
No, she's got the green one.
There you go, she's gonna... Yeah, there you go, I thought so.
Yep.
And look at that! She could actually beat Baton Guy, who's actually curb stomped everyone so far.
Which makes that entire thing with Mako telling her to stay there stupid. But my problem also as well is that with this conflict about the whole Sato and Nazami thing, the show hasn't really developed the characters enough to really make me care about this particular tragedy. Honestly, I mean,
Let me write
Azami
this.
so
It
far
doesn't
has been
work
barely
in-
in the show. They haven't really focused on her up until this point. This feels like this should have been a payoff to a
Oh.
build-up.
Which means Tarlock will now have control over the police force.
I can see nothing wrong with that.
What are you talking about? Tarlock
He's-
looks so trustworthy.
Totally.
Outside the law.
So it's like World Cup 3 all over again.
I had a hard time taking Robocop.
Well,
3
gee, Mako,
seriously.
I can think of a good reason why it's not an easy thing to believe. Maybe because it feels like it kind of spits into the face of any scenes we had with him beforehand. Okay, maybe you could argue... Actually, no, you can't even argue it was a well-hidden twist because we never really had any build-up to it. It's just, he's evil. And I get it, okay. They pretty much pulled a Scooby-Doo. And I mean a very old
Pretty much.
Scooby-Doo.
Old Man Jenkins.
The sweet old guy who actually was nice to the gang before turns out to be the bad guy. Except even Scooby-Doo, yes, the original Scooby-Doo, realized how old that cliche could get, and they themselves mixed it
I
up.
tried to... No, so...
Okay, I'm
Like
sorry.
I said, this is one of those cases where you can tell that this season, well, the show in general was rushed, because to me this feels like it should have been a payoff of something that they would build up, because these, for example, Sato, up until this point, Sato has really done any. In fact,
He's been the
we only had,
nice
like,
guy,
what,
pretty much.
It's not so much that, Jova. It's just the fact that before this episode, you had like what, one line, I think.
He
two
was in
max?
episode 4, and
That's it. Yeah.
I
but-
think episode 6, maybe?
As for Azami, we've barely even focused. She's mostly been in the background up until this episode.
Kind of
So,
weird, considering how
it's
she's
kinda
supposed to be
hard
the
for
love
me-
interest to one of the main characters in the show.
So it's kind of hard for me to really, feel devastated over this tragedy because, again, they haven't really focused on these two characters enough for me to care.
I want to remind you folks, Princess Yue, the original Princess Yue in the original show, had a total of like 4 episodes at best, yet fans really grew to love her because of the developments we saw between her and
Well, that's because they
Sokka.
actually bothered to actually fucking focus on her. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I hate the characters or anything. It's just that I don't really care because
The
these
characters haven't had their
Nato
full
is
time
evil-
to shine.
Nato is evil. Well, because generic backstory of the wife being killed, and we don't even see any context or development of that. So, again, it's clearly a result of the rush nature of the series of the season. That's my 2 cents.
What do you guys think? Sorry if we took it up. It's just, man, it
Yeah,
takes
it's
a lot of
not very-
critiquing.
Yeah, it's not very well. I mean, it was fine to start with. It just kind of derailed.
Yeah.
I don't think it's so much that it derailed. It's more so that it didn't have the impact that it clearly wanted to. But that's go ahead.
Geo, Dwibs?
It's
How's that then?
for me. I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's bad either.
It's not the worst by far.
Well, it's a thing that, well, okay, the moment, for example, you can pinpoint the major worst moments, mainly Korra being obsessed with the investigation instead of proceeding with calm and patience. Thankfully, after a second, the adults actually start acting like adults for a change.
How about that platinum weakness now?
And hold on, Jova, hold on,
Sorry.
Jova. And the moment where she goes to Mako and say, "Oh, this is about jealousy and shit," like, yeah, that was 5 seconds pointless, honestly. The platinum thing, like I already mentioned, that it doesn't make sense. It should have been something else. Maybe wood. I don't know. Like,
Titanium, maybe?
Still a
Well,
metal.
to be fair, if it was wood, then that would
again,
mean
if
that
you're,
fire
well, I
could
can
take it.
see the logic that I can see is that if they're operating on the same logic of Full Metal Alchemist, metal bending should apply to something that the metal bender knows. If platinum is a rare resource that the metal bender doesn't know on a molecular level, I can imagine why we shouldn't be able to bend it, at least on the spot.
Problem is that they never
Um,
explain it to that detail, so I guess it's just up to us to piece it together.
Yeah.
But for the rest of it, I'm fine, even with Sato being a surprise bad guy. Yes, it's comical, but it's serviceable as well. It could have been a better impact if it was better foreshadowed. But it's also not completely out of the blue with a character introduced in the very episode. So
Fair enough.
it's a middle thing. Again, more propending for the bad part, for the negative part, but still in the middle for me, which I think is reflecting what the season, at least so far, is.
It really
But
goes to
whatever.
show how these guys do not work well when they are rushed.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Alright, then.
or lacking a writing team.
Shiroi, your thoughts?
I mean, the first half was great. The second half would have been, like Pedro said, a lot better if they'd actually built up to this. I mean, if the series was a little longer than what it is, I think this would probably have been a pretty good mid-season finale. But unfortunately, they weren't given the time for that.
I
So
agree.
It also doesn't help that apparently they were pulling the whole "oh, you just don't understand it."
Oh god, that.
oh, we understand. We don't like it.
Well, okay, that was
Anyway.
episode 7. Then tune in for episode 8 where things heat up and, well, it's literally called When Extremes Meet.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Ta-ta.